take just a few days for this terrace to replace the parking spaces on the street. Here, this restaurant owner has been granted special authorization from the city and is now preparing for the coming rush.
Permet d'avoir la visibilité et puis d'avoir des tables en plus vu qu'il va falloir réduire en salle.
With 4 days to go until terraces open once again, municipalities have offered restaurants who don't have their own spaces to make use of these wooden chalets. In Mulhouse, this bar would have stayed shut, but the end of government's 50% limit on small terraces has changed the owner's plans.
3 ou 4 tables, ça n'aurait pas été viable. Donc là, avec une dizaine de tables, on va pouvoir travailler, on va pouvoir accueillir les gens en respectant les gestes, enfin les mesures barrières, les protocoles.
Strides have been made for a swift economic recovery. The city has even pedestrianized an entire street as it looks ahead to reopening. Curfew hours are also set to be pushed back to 9 p.m, meaning restaurants will be able to welcome guests for longer hours.
And this was the school owned by nuns.
Okay, so the whole restaurant was a school.
The terrace there is very typical from the old school playgrounds in the 18th century, 19th century. This is typical from the playground.
Okay.
Children was fine there, you know, playing. They didn't have any computer or nothing, but there this living place was beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, and now this is a nice restaurant. Can we say it's a nice
Yes,
restaurant?
Of course it's a nice. It's my
that.
best restaurant. Yeah.
So,
if you could just tell us more or less where you started.
okay. So me and my wife, we started to work in gastronomic restaurants.
Right.
We've been doing nice catering school.
Okay.
She's been doing the one of Souillac, and I did the one of Tonon-les-Bains, which were very reputed by the time.
Okay.
So we start working in 2 and 3 Michelin stars restaurants. So my wife worked for many chefs. She worked for Hélène Darroze, which is the
Yes.
blonde girl doing the Top Chef in
Yes.
France. Yeah.
Okay.
For many years, she worked in Paris for many big chefs.
Wow.
We worked in Paris, in London, in Geneva, I know in Gorre.
I didn't know you were in the UK as well.
Yeah, I worked for Marco Pierre White.
Okay.
In his 3 Michelin star restaurant, Hawk Room, in Meridian Hotel Piccadilly.
Aye.
Yeah, my brother used to work for Gordon Ramsay, and I used to work for
Okay.
Marco Pierre. And I worked for another chef. I don't remember the name. That was a long time ago. That was like 15, 20 years ago.
Sure.
In Hyde Park Corner.
Okay.
In a hotel, a French 2 Michelin star.
Okay.
And my wife, she had a lot of relationship with a big chef, and we met in the gastronomic restaurant La Pyramide in Vienna, which was 2 Michelin star. And after we've been in Paris together, and one of his chefs wanted to do his own restaurant,
Yes.
and he wanted her to be with him, but we had children there. She's been pregnant,
Okay.
and we just changed a bit our life, because by the time we had the choice between keeping working in gastronomic Michelin star and have a big career, or having a family life.
Sure. How old are the children now?
17 is my son.
Really?
Yes, so that was 17 years ago. Yeah.
Sure.
So 17 years ago, I can remember we've been in Paris, and we had a big opportunity, professional, with my wife. Big chef wanted having us too,
Yes.
and we said no, because we wanted to buy a little restaurant on the countryside.
And rather focus on the family.
Exact, and focus on the restaurant as well, which will be more
Sure.
familiar, You can talk with your customer, you can be friendly with your customer,
Yes.
which is more important. But when you're spending 16 hours a day in your place, and you're just being like, boring, you know.
Terrible.
Yeah, so now it's good because
And how long have you been here?
so it's 12 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've been coming here since 2016
We arrived
when
28.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I arrived 2016.
Okay. I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah, no, it was 2016.
I feel like I know you from the first beginning. Yeah.
Way back, yeah. No, it's always been. I mean, I've brought all my visitors here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
From South Africa.
From if you could tell us the history of this restaurant.
Yeah. So this restaurant was long time before this building was a school, as you say. This was a school owned by nuns. This was a girls' school, only
Okay.
for girls. The boys were in another school,
Right.
separate.
Okay.
And after the nuns left, for
Yes.
any reason I don't know, they left the place, they left Gorre. The building has been left over for I don't know many years, lots of
Really?
years. And 40 years ago,
Yes.
the Mary did a bit of renovation to have a kind of multi-service, like a little shop, a little
Yes.
place for the gas, and
In this
the bar,
building?
here, and
okay.
a bar, and a small restaurant.
Okay.
So this being like that, being like a multi-service, like 40 years ago, this kind of place was good in a village.
Okay.
And like 2 days, you can't really live on a business like that, you know.
Yeah.
Selling a bit of gas, butter, and having 2 tables and 3 people drink, and you know. But nice time, that was good. Because lots of French people used to drink a lot.
Yes, more than what they probably ate.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So that was all doing the business in here. I think it's from the bar. So it was one owner. He started like that. He
Yes.
stayed 15 years. So this is a very stable place because from the beginning it was only 3 owners. All of them stayed 15 years,
Wow.
and we are here for 12 years now.
Sure.
So this is very stable, not kind of place which is changing all the time.
Yes, yes. How did you get to know about this place?
We've been calling an agency in here,
Yes.
so we've been driving all the way from the Alps to Limoges.
Yeah.
And we were very young, we were 28 years old.
Wow.
So the woman from the agency make us visit like something so horrible. So horrible. If you are very hungry, you enter and you're like, I'm not angry anymore. So we were very upset with her, which been like shutting the door and her face and very upset. We said we've been driving 8 hours and visiting something like that. And she said, oh please, because she need to sell something, you know, and she said she see us very young and maybe say we don't have any money or we are not very professional or things like that. So we make her understand that we wanted something for her family, and she said, go to Gorre, please, I've got something, but I didn't want to tell. It's in Gorre, it's a little pearl. I want to keep it for, but go have a look. And we say, we've been very upset. We say, no, never ever. Took the car, and by the time we drive to the motorway, we say, should we go have a look in Gorre? We say, okay, we have a look. And when we arrived there, we saw the place was beautiful. business. It was so different. It was really bar. When we first arrived, it was really bar. But we say with a bit of time we could change that to more restaurants.
Yes.
And all these COVID things has been helping us as well, because when you're in walking,
Yes.
and you need to make changing, you don't have the time.
It's difficult.
Yeah, because I don't have any employee, just work with so we have to be
Yes.
walking, and we don't have the time. So when they say you have to close the restaurant, we first been crying a lot, and after months we say, maybe it's time to do it.
Yeah, but I'm just so happy that you're opening again. So even if it's outside, and
Yes.
even if the weather is bad,
I know.
we'll sit in the rain and eat. I don't care. But looking forward, very much forward to lunch.
Thank
Yeah.
you. There's a lot of restaurants which are waiting for the 9th of June to reopen, because obviously it's going to be very difficult for us.
Yes.
But my wife is so Natacha cooking.
I know.
She's doing that without knife, so I prefer she has food in front of her, you know.
Exactly.
And our nice customers keep on calling, and we'll be very happy. Even if it's difficult, I think, even if it's going to rain, even if it's not going to be the perfect way to reopen, it will be a good time, a good thing we will remember.
Absolutely. And that is why I decided to film it, because it's going to be my first eating out in 7 months.
Yes, and that's very important for us to open the first day, to be the first place people come, and to be the first day as well.
Oh yes, please. I'll have a kir cassis.
Oui.
You can make that too, thank you.
Great.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Santé. Okay, always bread, huh? Okay, so bread, very popular, and it has to be put on the table, not on a side plate or your plate. Okay, just started raining, actually pouring with rain, but we're having a great time, aren't we, Shirley-Anne? Yes.
It's just so nice to be out.
Absolutely. And we're under an umbrella, so it's all fine.
This is a beetroot cheesecake with a dressing with beetroot and raspberry vinegar. Et les escargots en robe des champs. Robe des champs. Bon appétit.
Merci.
Oh, this looks delicious.
Snails. My favorite. And yours looks very interesting.
Looks delicious.
How's yours? Nice.
Really nice.
I think one of my snails escaped.
Making a run for it.
Right, it is really pouring with rain now.
I'm just about to order a hot chocolate.
I think that's what we need. Oy.
Don't let the water get in the wine.
No, no. definitely not. I think we're crazy. And this is what the bread is used for.
This is le Saint-Émilion, clos du menu, one of the best and strongest Saint-Émilion.
Okay.
Not the most expensive, you know, but in the normal Saint-Émilion. And this is la cuvée Excellence. You don't add anything to the wine.
All
just
natural.
All natural. You just
Yes.
chill out the
Right.
wines, and that's
Okay.
This is a funny Les Sorcières, the witches from the Clos de Gascogne. It is very nice as well. Le Château Le Cèdre is one of the best Cahors ever. Expensive, so expensive.
Really?
So don't show where I put it. I've got a key on it. Yeah. Would you like some harissa strong sauce?
Oh, please.
Yes.
Love harissa.
Oh, that looks divine.
It certainly does. Couscous, I love couscous. Scrummy.
Okay.
Assortiment de fromage de la région. The goat's cheese, sundered from Chamsac. La brebis, ail et fines herbes from Saint-Auvent et la tome de Javerniac.
Aïe, aïe, aïe. Okay.
Lemon,
Et pour moi?
mint and meringue.
Merci.
Merci.
Okay.
She's my lovely wife, Natacha, the best chef in the whole world.
Yes.
I
I agree. Merci, Natacha.
Merci.